So good afternoon. Those of you who know this area well have a pretty good idea of where I am now. It's been a hell of a steep pull up on the road down there. I was running a little bit late, so I didn't film too much coming up. But beautiful start to walk, and you're coming up these big streams, and really steep there. Mostly there is a path, but it's more of a trail. As you can see, I'm in the mountains. Probably it does change from time to time, but probably my most favourite area, certainly in North Wales. And I'll reveal more as we go on up, but like I say, those of you who know the area well will be pretty sure about where I am. It's an unmistakable big green valley. Okay then, so I'm just approaching the sort of basin here of this particular Coombe before it heads up steeply again. And those of you who hadn't already guessed, I'm on Snowdon right now, or the Snowdon range. It's sort of early Saturday afternoon, in the sunshine, 20 degrees. Can you see anybody? The idea from here, I wasn't really sure exactly what I was going to be doing today, just because you don't know what the traffic's going to be like. But I've got here a little bit later than planned. I think we're going to head up to these waterfalls. Well, there's a waterfall coming up there actually, which might be a better option because it's in the sunshine. Okay, so the route from here then, after I've had a bit of a dip, I'm going to go up to the left here, which you probably can't quite see on the camera, up into Coombe and Glas. That way you head up straight to the waterfall there, takes you up to Coombe Glas, which is a lovely hanging coombe, which if I make the time I'll make a bit of a detour there as well. Yeah, so had a bit of a rest, I've gone some water. It's really hot. I was not expecting this. Still in winter mode, I suppose. Yeah, so I'm going to just head up this, see in front of you. It's nice and simple, easy sort of scrambling up there. And yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get near the top of it where there's some pools. But yeah, you can see this beautiful hanging cliffs everywhere. The sky is amazing. I'll just let you take it in. Beautiful Snowdonia on a Saturday afternoon and nobody around. Wow, there's a bit more water than there was the first time I came on here. So I actually climbed up that, it was pretty much dry. Well, so I made up the steepest part of the waterfall. There's just a little bit more to go, and then we should start to see the main attraction very soon of this walk. One of the best views of that particular mountain, and of probably any mountain. But yeah, I've been going 1 hour from the car. I'm pretty pleased with that. Puffing and panting, I'm out of breath, it's hot. But an hour from, I don't know if you can probably pick that out, the lay-by down there. That's where my car is. Yeah, I've made it way over half the height. Right then, let's get cracked on up here. Well, in front there is the mighty Crib Goch. It's been a hell of a long time since I've tackled that ridge. It's not on the agenda for tonight, just because I wanted a bit more of a chilled day out. We are going to head up to Bwlch Coch and maybe climb the third pinnacle rather than do the screes up that way. Just gives me more time to enjoy this, and see you back down to Llanberis and Llanpadan down there. Absolutely stunning. Over that way you've got Ddysgl, there's Ugain, the pointy one in the middle, around to Garnedd, and then Castle y Ddysgl and Glas beyond. There's some incredible places here. It's just in this random little groove where the river is, with the holes in the rocks. Absolutely stunning. Just incredible geology. You just see Crib Goch over the top there. With a few people on it. Right, I think this is as good as any place to get around this first little bit. We're stopping at the rest. We're even heading over the falls actually, might not have been the perfect place. But nicely shaded, nice and cool. Right, so back there I said there's a few things that need to be said about this place. First and foremost, this is not for first timers. You need a little bit of experience to come into this area. There's virtually no paths, with big cliffs just coming out of nowhere on the end of grassy slopes. So any sort of conditions other than this would be quite treacherous on there. The slip could be quite easily fatal in any part. Even just these small craglets do you a lot of damage. But as you can see, there's nobody here. Just pure bliss. This is what being in the mountains should be like. Obviously Snowdonia tracks, so many people, and understandably it's a gorgeous place. Oh. Not quite good. The beauty of this area is pick your own way. There's a little bit of a waterfall on the rocks up there, so I'm going to try and head through this and on top of this sort of ridge line here and then into Coombe. Worth swimming. Wow, look at that. It's always worth turning around once in a while. I think I'm rocking the bandana look, by the way. Totally still in winter mode apart from the shorts, which we're just supposed to be for travelling over here, and I've actually packed my trousers and I'll probably need them later when the sun goes down, but for now it's absolutely fine. Right, so this is like fun. Well, this looks interesting. Let's find out if it's deep enough. Oh. Oh, that's better. Oh, it feels amazing. Oh, it's not even that cold. Oh. That water is so warm. We've got Glas over that way. It does make me want to take a trek over there before we hit up the scree slope up to Bwlch Coch. So from here then, I'm just going to head over, take a look at Glas, and then I'm going to head up this massive scree slope behind me, and that'll take us up onto the ridge of Crib y Ddysgl. Some gliders up there, base jumping, whatever you want to call it. You just pick them out. Wow. Right there, just make sure I've not left anything. There's Glas, a few people camping down there, so I won't go and intrude them because that's not really part of the objective today, because we're going for a different way. But from over that way is up into Coombe Glas. But we're going to head up that scree slope there, which looks sheer from here, but I promise you it's more than doable. A lot of it looks like it's in shade, thankfully, because it's still really hot in the direct sunlight. It's definitely cooled down a bit air temperature wise. Look at this place though. I've never really fully explored it. I suppose I still haven't after today, but certainly been in a few more places than previously. And it's just look at it. Virtually deserted. You can see a few people up on Crib Goch up there, and that's the scree slopes to the north ridge. So I'm finally at the bottom of the scree slope, and yeah, it's not too bad, to be fair. It's steep, of course, but it doesn't go on for too long. Sorry about the heavy breathing in this video. It's been one hell of a steep ascent pretty much from the get-go, and it really doesn't let up. But you can reap the rewards later. I think even with the swim I've only been going about an hour and a half, so really quick. So I should be up on the ridge within 2 hours of leaving the car, which isn't bad at all. Okay, so most of the way up the screen now. It's getting really steep on that side. I think there's another path over there. Well, there is the option just to scramble up this, which is the one I'm going to take because it looks more fun and a lot easier. But yeah, you see just how steep this thing is. So I think I've almost made it. There's the ridge. That's what I've just climbed up. Nice and sharp, a bit dodgy. And let's go and have a look at the views over here. It's snowed up there. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. So I'll pop on the screen where I am because there's a high probability that I'm going to pronounce it wrong. There we go, Bwlch Coch. Was that any good? Yeah, obviously that's who we're for. And that's where I'm heading, along this knife edge. So the Crib Goch's behind us, the third pinnacle. Basically this route brings you up between the two. I'm going to do the easier ridge tonight just because it's a leisurely walk. I did think about doing the North Ridge, very much so, but I chose the right one I think. I've had a lot of fun in the Coombe now. So that's down into Coombe and Glas there, and it's taken about 2 hours from the car, which I can still just about see down there. So at least it's still there. But yeah, it's really steep but quite quick. Now I'm heading along this ridge. There's full of midges up here, so I need to keep moving, but they don't seem to be biting at the moment. But it's unusual to find them so high up. It's unusual there was none down there, and then up here quite a lot. So hopefully they don't bite me too much. Anyway, up there, that's the pinnacle, a big rock tower, and it's the first obstacle on the ridge of Crib y Ddysgl. So I actually think this ridge is probably more exciting than Crib Goch, just because of the variation of scrambling, whereas Crib Goch's pretty much mostly a balancing act, apart from the pinnacles at the end. Yeah, this has got a bit of everything that Crib Goch's got, but more. There's a few people swimming down in Glas, which I think translates into English as to Blue Lake, and obviously you can see why. And just above it there, the sort of ridge of y Ddysgl, which is a fantastic scramble, really steep drops either side, very short but a lot of fun. Anyway, we're just approaching the final sort of obstacle before the pinnacle. If you take the left hand path, be careful not to go too low, because you end up below the pinnacle, and then yeah, it's a bit dicey on the side of the slope there. Me and Ian did it a few years ago and ended up down there just exploring, and in the end I had to come up a gully to get back up to the pinnacle. So I definitely recommend just doing the scrambling and just getting up this, because it's not too difficult. Okay, so the top of the pinnacle, you can see really steep but quite easy by scrambling standards. Plenty of big juggy holds. Right then, next bit, we do have a little bit of the knife edge section, doesn't go on for very long. There's a fantastic sort of viewpoint along there, so when we get there, I had to put my mask up because of all the midges. It's an absolute nightmare. It's crazy how many there are. Well, actually, we're on the knife edge section. Quite narrow, nothing too severe. Again, if you got a good head for heights, it shouldn't pose a problem, especially if you've already come over Crib Goch. This is like the easy Crib Goch. Still though, not a place to fall. Here's my my little window down to Glas, and it's a beautiful spot. If the wind's up there, this really does pick up here, just blasting through this trench. Beautiful. Right, let's crack on with this then, and go and have some lunch. So this big care marks the end of the knife edge section, and also where there seems to be a path come up from there, but unless it comes straight up from Clogwinnie Person. And yeah, I wouldn't, if you're coming back this way, I wouldn't use that. I went straight over on my Welsh 3000s. So yeah, there's one more obstacle really on the ridge. The rest of it's just easy scrambling along quite a nice arete. I'm going to find somewhere with a nice bit of shade and have some lunch now, because it's been a while since I've eaten. So just a quick one then before I have lunch. You can see the fog banks out to sea and on Anglesey there. So you never know, we might get that inversion, that fabled inversion. So far the weather is absolutely stunning. You can just see the summit trig of Garnedd Ugain, and that will be our first summit, I think. So yeah, first summit. Oh, I'm knackered. And the pace, I'll probably put too much into it, because I'm up here fairly early actually. Well, summit of Garnedd Ugain at 1,065 metres, so about 20 metres shy of what Snowdonia is, but I'm just going to turn you around in a minute because something incredible is happening that way. So we've come along the bridge there, you can see Crib Goch in the background. It's starting to cloud in a bit, it's got quite cold now. Yeah, the coast had to go on. I'm just going to turn you around and just look at this. Snowdon is still heaving. There's nobody on this peak, but that's not what I was talking about. It's that cloud inversion down there, and it's coming this way. You see the sun starting to shine on the sea. I'm going to go sit on the end of this ridge and just take all this in, because there's a lot of people there. So it might not be worth going up there tonight. If we do get a full inversion, I might run up just to get some pictures. But that is looking promising, very, very promising. lighting down there is just getting better and better. Okay then, down the Llanberis. We're going to head down, we're going to get them views most of the way. That's absolutely beautiful. Alright, so I'm heading back down the Llanberis path. Yeah, it'd be nice to get home now, and I think it's going to be clouded in for sunset, but it might be a nice one, but I've had a cracking day. Yeah, it'd be nice to just get down the light. I'm going to get home, I'm out again tomorrow, so yeah, it's been a lovely evening. And yeah, I've actually done it too quick, I think that's been the issue. Yeah, a lot of waiting around. It's still another 2 hours till sunset. And just going to carry on down this. I mean, we'll see the sun setting as I'm heading down, so not complete, won't completely miss it. Thing that you do get from this part of the route, apart from Solitude once again, you get amazing views of the Glidders for quite a long way, whereas the other tracks just below this rise, rocky valley, and down to the halfway house where I'm going to meet the track again. Oh, I'm glad I made the choice to come down this track as opposed to the pig track, because it'd be quite dull down there now, but as it stands, I'm walking off into the sunset. I've got a bit of a road to go up, but that's okay. So yeah, video's been a bit of a strange one to video this, because it's I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and I was sort of changing my mind on the fly. So but yeah, I think the route I've done is probably the route I expected to do. Snowdon was sort of an optional extra if it was going to be like, you know, like a cracking sunset. I just think we're just going to get a little bit of cloud in there now. Over that way, it's just going to go behind the clouds. So I mean, we're going to see anything from this path, and if we can get down to Llanberis in time, there's a fantastic view of the quarry over the lake there. So yeah, I know you can tell I'm quite tired. It was such hard going earlier in that heat, I was not used to it. So yeah, you're used to winter hiking. And have you ever seen the Llanberis pass? They're quiet. Incredible. Okay, so yeah, not the most obvious of paths, but just follows around this way. And over towards the quarry. So we're back to the views of Ella Devar, and in a minute I think we just see Denuric as well. Down there's Llanberis, and then just over here, as the sun just peeks out again. Yes, this part of the route is by no means straightforward. Pathless terrain again. And there's Llanberis with all the lights on, absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Well, that is definitely one I've got to get done there this summer. In this lake quarry there. There's a lot to explore. The old buildings and stuff up that way, and then we can even head up to Devour, so that's one for the future. But look at this sunset with the lake. You can actually prefer this to the summit. Absolutely gorgeous. The town there. Right, I'm going to head down this, and we've got some woods to go through and stuff, and I'll see you back at the road. Wow, today really has had everything. It's been stunning. I'm not looking forward to this walk up the road, but other than that, it's been absolutely brilliant. Move about the mountains effortlessly. Into the woods then, and then the road is literally down there. Right, as always, thanks for watching. I'm going to end the video here. I'll put some video on from the lakeside and film what I can till it gets dark, and some photos from the day. Yeah, thanks for watching. It's been an odd one really. I've had a few problems with my boots and stuff which I'm not too happy about. I can't seem to solve it. But yeah, we've got around a good route. Some scrambling, which I haven't done proper scrambling for a while. Yeah, Coombe Mower is just stunning. There's just nothing, there's no two ways about it. That is my favourite place in Snowdonia, around there. And yeah, it'd be nice to have a day where I literally just explore that area. And the call of the summits, it's always there. But yeah, no problem. Fantastic day out, and I'll see you again next time. Hopefully on the Lakes 3000s next Sunday, if I can sort my boots out. And the weather's looking okay, to be fair. So yeah, hopefully next Sunday I'm going to hit it.